Hi, this is Eli Kranzberg from Logic Pro Expert. Normally when we think of sidechaining, we think of things like compressors and noise gates, but Logic's built-in instruments have a lot of really creative internal sidechain routing capabilities. And in this video, we're going to look at using a sidechain and the ES2 to use it as a modulation source to modulate some cutoff and as a secondary source for some resonance. I'm going to start off here with a simple Apple loop. And I have some sustained chords programmed on a pad sound in the ES2, and this is the factory preset. So just some sustained chords. Now I'm going to start by setting this drum loop to the sidechain input. So it's now going to be listening to that drum loop and then acting upon the drum loop to whatever parameter I apply it to. So in the matrix over here, I'm going to bypass this routing that we have going to the cutoff. And I'm going to start by turning the cutoff down. Nice and low like that. And we're going to set a new routing up here so that the sidechain will influence this cutoff. So my target is going to be cutoff 1, and the source is going to be sidechain. So let's play with the values now. And go lower. All right, that's sounding nice, but I can get a more sophisticated kind of pulsing sound, again, using the sidechain by modulating the resonance. So again, let's set an initial starting value. And I'm going to modulate this. So we're going to go to resonance 1 now. And I'm going to modulate it with the LFO. And let's set this to sync to tempo. And I'm going to go for eighth notes, like that. And let's start with this. All right, that's working. It's kind of interesting. Let's experiment with some of the different shapes. Okay, I like that square wave where it's a lot more pronounced. Now let's set up the sidechain to control the LFO. So I'm going to choose the sidechain here, and we get these handles, and we can create a range of movement and how it's going to affect the LFO, influencing the resonance. So depending on how wide the range is and where we set it in the throw of the field here, we'll get different results. So here's this pattern with this bypass. And now in. So an interesting way of using sidechain routing within an instrument. So just to recap here, we're having this rhythmic drum loop feed into the ES2 and influence the filter cutoff based on the rhythm of that pattern in the sidechain. And then we're having it influence how the LFO2 at an eighth note rate influences the resonance. I hope you enjoyed that. This is Eli Kranzberg for Logic Pro Expert. See you for more next time.